Hey everybody, this is Jennifer with Giddy Up Hallmark, and if you want to hear about Finding Mr. Christmas Season 2, Episode 2, and all the drama, then keep on watching. Okay guys, I am making this while editing my review for season 1. I am really trying to get that out because after watching last night's episode of Finding Mr. Christmas season 2 episode 2, oh my gosh, the drama is on. So before we dive into that, definitely follow me on Instagram at Giddy Up Hallmark. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel and click that notification bell. That way you are notified each and every time that I do upload. Alright guys, without any further ado, let's get started. Okay guys, so much to talk about. First, I feel like in episode 1, you're really kind of getting to try to know who these guys are. But we don't really start seeing their real personality until like episode 2 and beyond. Like it's just all up from here. We are getting to know the boys, and my favorites from last week, they've changed a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. Each week I will be doing a review of the new episode of Finding Mr. Christmas, and I will be I'll give like a synopsis of the show. There will be spoiler alerts, and then I will give you my top 3 hunks by the end of the night. So I'm super excited to talk about this because you guys, season 1, they were all so friendly and sweet to one another and really polite. But in season 2, the stuff is hitting the fan, and we got a lot to talk about, so let's get going. Okay, so for their first challenge, you know, they always have the 2 parts to the show. They have like the regular, I forgot what it's called, like the very first challenge, which is like a little thing with like Melissa and Jonathan and then the boys. And then they have like the star quality challenge where they work with an actor or director. And so for the first challenge, they do like this slingshot into Santa's sleigh. Jonathan and Melissa separated the boys into 3 different teams, and the first team is the blue team, which is Craig, Gabriel, and Robbie. And then the red team is Drake, Marcus, and Rustin. And that means that the green team is Logan, Angel, and Davy. I like him. So they separated them out. They were all trying to strategize. It's kind of fun to watch them strategize, but I've got to say, this is why I love kind of seeing how these guys grow on the show, because that true personality comes out. So in the beginning, I felt like on season 1, Robbie had the makings of being kind of like the one to watch out for. Like maybe he would like be like I don't want to say the bad guy, come on, like he seems really sweet, he does, but I don't know, I just felt like I needed to know more about Robbie. I loved his dog costume. I thought that was really cute. Well, we really got to see it in the new episode. First of all, I thought it was really cool because they start talking about like their personal lives, and as we know, Davy is a dad. I swear I think I have a thing for dads, because like in season 1, Parker, I was so attracted to Parker. He was the dad. And on season 2, Davy, same thing. Anyways, they start kind of talking about their personal lives, and Robbie opens up that he's been in this relationship for 2 years, and I don't know why that just made me happy, because I was kind of glad that he has somebody. I don't know, I just feel like he needs love. There's something about him. When he started telling his story in this episode about how he was kind of always like picked on or at the bottom and never really accepted by like the more jock type of guys, and then he he grabs the slingshot and he nails it. And like the boost of confidence, Robbie is on my top like list. I'm not gonna say top 3. Who knows? Maybe. But yeah, he's definitely up there. So props to him. This will go south here in a bit. Trust me. So, okay, so they all compete. And in the end, the blue team wins, which is Craig, Gabe, and Robbie. So I was super, super excited for them about that. They get to get the advantage going into the Star Quality Challenge. I thought, oh, this is really cool. I was like really proud of them because Gabe is one of my favorites and he is really coming to life on this episode. I still like him. There's something there about Gabe. There really, really is. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna get into this. I'm like jumping ahead. Okay, so for the Star Quality Challenge, they are going to be modeling as reindeer, and what it is it's for, I think, like E! News magazine or, you know, something like that. And Jonathan Bennett is going to be in the sleigh, like acting like Santa, and all of the guys are going to be the reindeer leading the sleigh. It's like really cool. What they are given as an advantage is they get to choose which reindeer they want to be, but then they get to choose who everybody else is. So like, you know, in season 1, I feel like the guys would have chosen reindeers that would have fit their personalities because that's just how nice they all were. I feel like they would have done that and kind of set them up to win. Well, this is where we see Robbie, Craig, and Gabe's other side. They decide, and I don't remember the mastermind behind it. Maybe Craig? I don't know. I could be wrong. They decide to choose opposites. And I was thinking, are you kidding me? You know what? It is a competition. So on one hand, I hated that because I was like, I thought that they were going to be sweet, like season 1. But then on the other hand, this is a competition. We are already in season 2, episode 2. I get where they need the dramatic effect. So I totally get it. You guys did what you thought you had to do. What was awesome was to see people like Rustin, who was like the quiet one, come out and rock those photos despite what they gave him. So I feel like all the guys who came out and really owned who they were the true stars of that challenge. So kudos to you guys. Okay, so for the special guest, I was really excited. Heather Hemmons was the special guest on this episode. I was super excited to see Heather Hemmons. I love her. If any of you guys watched it, could you see sparks? Look, I'm starting gossip. Here we go. I saw a spark between her and Gabe when they were talking. Were they not really cute together? So she was able to give them really good advice and direction, as was Jonathan. He actually played the biggest role in this episode. He really, even though they had high-end photographers, Jonathan really directed the guys and really helped them, which I thought was pretty cool. Jonathan was really, really invested in this. They all did a great job, but unfortunately, all things must come to an end. So the person that won the Star Quality Challenge, spoiler alert, was Davey. He did so good. He was one of my favorites. Gabe really came out of his shell. He chose Rudolph as himself because he's the underdog, and I thought it was so perfect. Logan did a good job, but can we just take a second to talk about the dudes all in the house with their shirts off, like flexing and exercising together in the living room? Yeah, I thought that was like super kind of strange. Like they're all like exercising together, and like I loved it because Davey was like chilling on the couch, like, okay, whatever. He's just like chill. I love that about Davey. He won the Star Quality Challenge, so congratulations, Davey. So far, Rustin won it on episode 1 and Davey won episode 2. So let's talk about the bottom 3. So in the bottom 3 on this episode, it was Angel, Drake, and Craig. And you know, Craig was kind of a favorite on the first episode, and he did good in the first challenge, but he took risks, which they usually like. But I don't know, he was all over the place. Like, he was, you know, throwing the water bottle all over his, you know, hair, and like, and then it looked all flat whenever he got up there. And then he was like trying different things. He flipped upside down, I do believe, at one point. I don't know, like Jonathan said, you were all over the place. He was, you know, in his defense, he was hanging 15 feet off the air. So, you know, I don't believe I could have held myself up like that. I definitely see why those three were in the bottom. They did let Craig stay on, and then it was between Angel and Drake. And unfortunately for all of those Drake fans, you guys already know that he was voted off, and so he took his stocking down and he left. But he saw the silver lining in things and knows that everything happens for a reason. He took it gracefully. Of course, you know, he's upset. Who wouldn't be? They're there to compete for this role. He didn't get it, but that's okay. I feel like at least being on the show is enough to get that, hopefully get yourself out there, your name out there. So I hope that he does great things. I really do. I wish him the absolute best. And Angel is safe, and he said something at the very end. He was like, I am here for a reason. I will be Mr. Christmas. So, you know, that kind of leaves it with a dramatic take. It makes me wonder how far he'll go, if he will make it all the way. Alright guys, so now here is the end of the video where I tell my top 3 for tonight. You know, I could almost put these into categories, because if we go by looks, it's like Davey, Rustin, and Gabe. Like, I think those are the 3 most attractive guys on there, like hands down. Very attractive. But I think what I'm gonna do from here going on, I'll give you my top 3 based on who I really got to know on this episode. So if we're going by that, I am gonna say that my top 3 tonight, and I'm not gonna place them in an order, I'm just gonna say 3 of them, and there we go. So I felt like Davey did fantastic. I was really Hallmark hunk alert. Yeah, so Davey is definitely my top 3. Who stood out to me tonight? So this one's a close one. It's between Gabe and Logan. Logan got the job done, and he really shined, and I was proud of him for that. So it's between him and Gabe. And the reason why I say Gabe again is because last week he was just kind of like the underdog for sure, and tonight that confidence was really sexy, guys. Okay, Jennifer, quit talking it out. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pick Gabe. He overcame that awkward nervousness. He came through shining tonight. He is a shining light. And then third, I'm actually going to choose Robbie. I was very impressed by Robbie in both challenges. I thought he did a phenomenal job, and yeah, I was really impressed with Robbie. Alright guys, so sorry to Drake, who had to leave tonight. That means that there are only 8 contestants left. I did not watch the preview for next week's, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens. And you know, it's starting to get intense here. Like, they're becoming closer, and they start eliminating more and more. I just can't believe it. We're gonna be at the end before we know it. So good luck to all of the contestants, and to all of you, definitely like this video and comment below. Tell me your top 3, because I would love to know. And I will see you all in the next one for episode 3. So I will see you soon. Giddy up. Yep, there we go.